Azkals Real TV.
Ito po si Lovely Rivero na makakasama nyo sa loob ng isang oras ng kwentuhan ng mga impormasyon at inspirasyon. Ito po ang Batas ng Pagbabago.
People, places, and landscapes, which I capture through the lens of my camera.
Referees Rodney Leble, assisted by Relly Balila and Francisco Himpesao. The fourth official will be Jan Initan. Final preparations as both mid-table squads are gonna square off here at the Carmona, the PFF National Training Center. We are in for a treat. I hope you are enjoying the festivities here. I hope you're staying at home, at the comforts of your home. And also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Philippines Football League official YouTube channel, for more PFL content. Both teams are ready. The Azkals development team in red playing from left to right to kick us off in this match. Meanwhile, the Maharlika Manila FC will be defending and going from right to left, wearing their all white kits. Carlo Durin will be kicking things off for us here. And the referee blows us into this game, and we do have kickoff right away on the attack. That's what they're going to be looking for. Harvey Gayoso on the long balls. Durin passing it and taking it back to Marzan. So it's going to be a tentative start for both teams out here. Here's Gary Epeso. Check that huge stature of his. It's going to be a big challenge for the Azkals development team, as they're going to try to be formidable in the back line.
Definitely. And of course, as we talked about this ADT squad, they have been impressive, most especially in their last two outings. They've already established themselves in a sense of this high pressure, high impact tempo team. They've controlled the tempo of the game in the past two matches, but now it will be their consistency. Can they do it again against a Maharlika side that want to bounce back?
Speaking of bouncing back, they were on the counter attack, but it was just thwarted by the Azkals development team there. But they're going to have another chance here as Maharlika has the ball. Yannick Tuason with a great through ball to Yannick Tuason, but his touch just failed him there for the first goal kick of the match.
And you could see a little bit of higher pressure coming in from this Maharlika side, as we talked about how, that demolition they went against when they went against UCFC, losing 10-0. That's part of football, and this time around it's going to be how quick they can bounce back. And so far we could see a higher press coming in from this ADTs, from this Maharlika squad.
Now we can see the Azkals development team going for the attack, going for the long balls right away. Irigallantes down the left side, getting past his defenders across, and Bandegan Fong was ready for that challenge, and he's gonna pop that up right away for Gary Peso.
But that's definitely going to be a problem for this Maharlika squad. ADT really have speedy players up on top, as the likes of Yirik on the left and Dorin on the right.
Exactly. Now here's Marzan on the ball, trying to find Irigallantes down that left side. Now Gallantes, he's going to take that back to Custodio, who's going to try to keep the composure of the team right now. See where they're going to go through this. Lingbo now on the ball. Taking it back to Diano. Into the middle they go. Limbo, a great through pass for Dorin, but he was just caught by the offside flag over there.
But it's nice to see how this ADT squad are able to keep the ball, the passing from swinging the ball left to right, connecting in the middle, finding Limbo, and of course at the corner of his eye, being able to connect up on top. That's also something that ADT are slowly developing as their identity, most especially in that midfield area. And this time around, they're starting it off, of course, with Limbo and Marzan, who played spectacular in that second half against Mendiola.
Exactly. Now, ADT on the ball, but easily intercepted by Maharlika Manila FC, who's going to go for the quick counterattack. Jeremy Thoyer down that right side, being defended by Custodio, who's just going to usher that ball out for a throw-in for them. So, quick throw-in to be taken by Dean Barle. Here's Custodio trying to send a long ball right away, but it was intercepted. Now, Maharlika Manila FC on the attack. Yannick Tuason gauges the defense, gauges the goalkeeper. Great cross. Another chance, but there is a foul called against Gary Peso.
And that mistake from Custodio really cost them that quick counter-attack from Maharlika. Yannick Tuason getting to the ball on the left flank, getting the cross, but of course that crucial header being made by Ebarle to stop that attempt. You saw Peso right behind him, really gunning for that chance up on top.
Lingbo now with the ball. Smart Vincent Diano. Back to Lingbo, trying to swing the play from right to left, but it was just intercepted by Maharlika Manila FC. Tries to go for a long ball was Yuhiko, but no one available there for him.
And of course, on this, not looking around the screen right now, but this back four of Maharlika will really be tested as you have two of your more experienced, slower players down the middle with Basa and Del Rosario. But then again, you have your speedy players on the left and right flank with Yuhiko, who has been doing well for himself, noting that this is his first outing in the professional league.
Exactly. Now, here's Dina Barley is going to start the attack for the Azkals development team. Harvey Gayosa forced to go back as he is being crowded by Maharlika Manila FC players there. Custodio, he's going to swing the ball again, like what they're doing, from right to left, trying to find the openings of this Maharlika Manila FC squad. Diano finding the Rin on the right side against two defenders. No one available there for him as Barbasa gets onto the ball. Tries to get that away from three players, but that's out for a throw-in. Diana right now. Lingbo sends a long ball up front looking for Gayoso, but only as far as Bam Pitogo. Another interception here for the Azkals development team. Here's Uzoka. Uzoka right now. Doreen was asking for it on the right side. Nothing given there. Lingbo.
So for compact defending for this Maharlika squad, ADT were able to get those chances, passing it in the midfield. But so far, much better in terms of the organization of the defense of this Maharlika squad.
Exactly. As early as 6 minutes into the game, the Azkals development team has been keeping the ball really well, keeping that away from Maharlika Manila FC, but still trying to find that final ball for them. As the throw-in was intercepted, but it's still going to bounce back the way of Maharlika Manila FC. Here's Gary Peso on the ball. Taking it back. A challenge, a strong one from Bam Pitogo. Referee Lablin now talking to Pitogo after that challenge. Probably that's going to be his final warning in this game.
Definitely a dangerous challenge coming from Pitogo. As we take a look at exactly what happened there, he gave that pass back and completely cut on the foot of Galiantes.
Mistimed that tackle, so he was given probably the final warning, as that was a crunchy tackle that was given. Gayoso falls down. A foul here against Maharlika Manila FC, and it looks like the Azkals development team are going to go full on attack now.
It's going to be interesting who will take it from this far out.
As we take a look in Harvey Gayoso, who's now starting up front for the Azkals development team, back in his natural position after 3 games playing as a left back. They're going to take it back to Yared. Will send that ball out front looking for either Uzoka or Galiantes. Del Rosario was able to clear it only as far as an Azkals development team player there. Galiantes was thwarted for that chance, and it's out for a throw-in.
But you could see the determination of this ADT squad. They're lurking already for those chances up on top. You have 4 players just in line with your back line when it comes to the attack. So you could see that they're really pushing all their players up on top.
Exactly. Now look into Matt Custodio as he's going to try to find someone inside the box with that long throw of his. Barbaso heads that out. Up for the chases now is Charlie Beaton and Carlo Dorin. Beaton momentarily wins that challenge but kicks it out for a throw-in. Diano now, they're going to try to switch the play again on the left side, trying to find the openings out here in this early proceedings of the match. The Azkals development team trying to chase probably their 2nd win in a row and to just focus on improving their own development out here.
And you could see how this ADT squad are playing, really opening up the game, as well as look at the players from the left and that right flank. Hopefully we could see them take advantage of those players, those speedy players as Galiantes and Dorin.
Look out, here's the counter-attack now for the Maharlika Manila FC. Jeremy Thoyer's cross was not as lovely as he expects it. Azkals development team now on the counter-attack. Quick pass to Iri Galiantes down that left flank. He's going to try to find Uzoka or either Gayoso. Another challenge there by Pitogo. And looks like the card's coming out. Yes, it is a yellow card for Bam Pitogo.
And of course, he got away with that early challenge earlier, getting that warning. But the second tackle happening in the span of a few minutes. Again, late to the challenge, clipping on Galiantes, warrants a yellow card for him.
First start in this season for Bam Pitogo. Another player from the Tondo football program. But right now, he is on a yellow card as early as the 10 minutes of the match. Limbo to take this free kick, sends it into the box, straight into the gloves of Bandeken. Pitogo on the ball, tries to find a teammate out there. Thoyer quickly intercepted by the Azkals development team, who goes for a quick counterattack, looking for Gayoso, takes a strike, was not on target. Yuhiko tries to clear, blocked by Durin, but they still have a throw in.
You can see the pressure being put on by ADT. They want to press the back line of Maharlika.
Here's Yannick Tuason going for the counter attack. Great defensive skills out there from Diano to thwart that effort from Tuason. Now by Barle, taking it back to Custodio, who's usually trying to control the game from the back, looking for the openings. Marzan pairing up with Custodio right now. Barle. Now here's Limbo. Takes it back once again to Marzan and switch it over to Limbo to find an opening here on the right side. A long ball for Gayoso against Del Rosario, headed away by the veteran out there. Tuasa and a challenge on Limbo. No foul there. Limbo now to Diano, who's pushing a little bit up front for the ADT. But now the ball bounces back to Maharlika for Nea. Strong challenge there by Limbo, which warrants a foul.
But you like to see this movement from both squads. ADT on one hand really playing high press, but at the same time a very organized Maharlika.
They're getting stronger and stronger on that back four of them. But here's Dorian, fast pace there. No one in the middle for him. It's now intercepted by Maharlika. Yuhiko takes it back to Del Rosario. Shouts for foul out there, but nothing given. Beaton gets to the ball. Poor touch once again, and it's out for a throw in. Diano operating from the back for the ADT. Good 13 minutes into the game. The Azkals development team enjoying most of the possession, but here's Gary Epeso now for Maharlika Manila FC. Going for the attack for Nea. A through ball which was intercepted by Dorin only towards the path of Tuason. Now he's trying to find the Peso. Switches it again to the left side. Yuhiko. Not a great flick there, intercepted by Dorin. And now the Azkals development team on the counter attack. Another long ball, tries to find Gayoso, but Bandeken Fong knows that it's gonna go his way.
Quick movement of Bandeken to go out of his line and just usher the ball until it went inside his box before picking it back up.
Del Rosario sends it up front. The target man for them, Gary Epeso. Here's Charlie Beaton. Strong pass. Epeso still was able to control that ball amidst the challenge. Barbaso. A strong one. It was not anticipated by Tuason.
You can see the changes so far. Jerry Barbaso, of course, playing that center mid position, giving them that sense of balance, winning a couple of challenges in the midfield. It's great to see a veteran or an experienced player like Jerry Barbaso leading that midfield alongside Fornea.
Bandeken Fong, he's going to be getting that ball once again. Fornea being challenged by Limbo. Yuhiko now. Great interception by Simen, and it's going to be a throw in for the Azkals development team.
Lingbo so far getting the better in terms of that physicality between him and Charlie Beaton on that left flank.
Here's Ibarle trying to go up front and find an opening for them. Galeantes forced to go back to fill that void that was left by Ibarle. Long ball, searching for Gayoso, but that was quite strong for the Atenean standout.
And it's interesting to see how high this ADT squad are pressing up on top. And that's why they're quick to win back possession and already have the numbers up on top.
Fornea, challenged by Dorin. ADT still trying to fight for the ball. Barbaso, that was quite strong for Yuhiko to chase, and that's out for a throw-in. 61% possession here for the Azkals development team, passing that ball around the pitch, trying to find the openings for them, making this work for them as well.
And so far, the tempo has been high, dictated, of course, by this dominant ADT squad that have really found their football identity and imposing themselves, imposing the tempo, and really putting on that challenge to the Maharlika squad non-stop.
Dorin, look at that defense of Maharlika Manila FC, giving so much respect to Carlo Dorin, knowing that he's got the paces. Two players will come and close him right away. Diano with the long ball. Tries to find Uzoka, but they're not yet ready for that attack. Bandek Fong calming things down right now for Maharlika. Beso once again tries to go for it.
Aerial battle quickly won by Diano.
Now here's Beaton. Great coverage again by Lingbo out there on that right side.
Lingbo, of course, in the other two matchups, he was playing that center mid position, and then Coach Scott Cooper testing him out on that right back. Second game that he's playing in that position, and so far has been thriving as a right back.
Exactly, he's playing kind of a rejuvenated player right now in Lingbo, spreading the ball really well for his teammates and also preventing the attacks of Maharlika Manila FC. Uzoka was pushed, and there's a foul against Basa and Maharlika Manila FC.
Just too much pressure being put on there by Basa on Uzoka. These two used to be teammates back in their global days.
So you can see the intensity between the two of them. Gayoso right now to take this free kick. Probably gonna find a delivery there for Uzoka, but
Great
Custodio,
delivery.
almost making it into the back of the net, and we will have a first corner here. Assistant referee pointing to the corner flag. Let's take a look into that again. Gayoso with the delivery here.
There's a great delivery inside the box. Custodio was just a few inches away from making that connection, but the bounce really forced Bendeken to make that final touch. Better safe than sorry.
Exactly. Just tip that over instead of you having to, worry about that. So Dimitri Limbo to take this corner. Players inside the box. Good delivery.
Players inside. Good punch out by Bendeken.
Great punch out there. But the threat is not yet over. Custodio tries to head that to one of his teammates, but only finds Bendeken in the process.
And we already know it seems like it's going to be a long day for Bendeken.
It will be a very long day for him, knowing that the ADT will go on the attack. Meanwhile, a counterattack thwarted there by Diano. Gary Peso with a foul on Custodio.
Bold move rewarded by Custodio there. He faked the movement, tried to get himself free, and was fouled in the process.
Exactly. Now, here's the Azkals development team with Limbo down that left flank. Sends the ball forward for Gayoso. Heads it to the path of Galiantes. But that's just too strong for Galiantes to chase.
So far, we see, as we said, a very dominant ADT squad. But their connections in the attacking third just haven't been as polished.
Maharlika, strong challenge there from Uzoka. Fornea gets a foul, or rather, Uzoka gets a foul on that challenge on Fornea. So it'll be a free kick for Maharlika. Fornea has been doing really well for Maharlika Manila FC over the last few games that they had, proving that he belongs here in the top flight.
Definitely, as of course, a player who played for San Beda, Air Force, Loyola. It's nice to see him continue his football career now with this Maharlika squad.
Great chance given there by Anton de Rosario for him to play for Maharlika. Going back to the play, there's a foul on Gayoso. And a free kick on a little bit near the goal of the Azkals development team as Charlie Beaton and the rest of Maharlika Manila FC tries to find the opener here.
These are one of the times, of course, that Maharlika need to take advantage. They rarely find themselves in the attacking third with the numbers up on top. Can they take advantage of this situation?
Beaton standing on top of the ball. Here's the delivery. Great header out there by Diano. Beaton trying to fight for the ball. And he's been called for a foul there.
Diano, of course, has been crucial, most especially for that aerial battles, and really a commanding force in that back alongside Custodio.
Custodio, with the height that he has, expected to go for those aerial attack as well. Diano finds the rim down the right side. Great challenge by Yuhiko, followed up by Beaton. Now Maharlika Manila FC gets the ball. Cornea takes it back to Basa. Great pressure being put in here by the Azkals development team, forcing Maharlika Manila FC to go for the quick clearance. Yuhiko to the middle for Tuason. Back to Yuhiko now. Barbaso in the middle. Great movement out here from Maharlika Manila FC. Gary Peso going for the chase. What a great challenge there by Custodio to kick that ball out for a corner.
Great timed run from Custodio to block out that chance of attack coming in from Espeso. Matthew Custodio, of course, a player that has played for De La Salle University and Duran, and now making his way back to the professional league, continuing his, as we said, this football career.
Poor delivery there by Beaton. Maharlika going for the counter there, but a foul against Tuason. So the Azkals development team will have some time to breathe after that challenge.
And of course, this interesting factor, most especially about the two center backs for ADT, as we talk about Diano and Custodio, these are players who used to be attacking players. So they have that vision when it comes to their attack, and at the same time, they are now really comfortable and really embracing that center back position. And you could see who scored the goal in that game against Mendiola. It was Custodio. So he has that eye for the attack, and at the same time is doing well on the defense. You like to see those, most especially coming from these young players.
Those adjustments are working wonders for Coach Scott Cooper in this tournament for them, as what you've mentioned, Custodio, a former attacker, being a defender that he is right now for the Azkals development team, scored in that match against Mendiola. Speaking of scoring, now the Azkals development team trying to go for the attack here on the left side. Gallantes still with the ball and takes a shot. It's just side netting. Almost the first goal there for the Azkals development team. Gallantes limping a bit. He's just going to walk it a little bit off.
Quick, speedy movements from Gallantes, really getting the best of that situation, cutting out and beating his defenders on that left flank, continued his run. The keeper came out, ball still went on his way. He just couldn't get a shot on goal, but did enough to win them a corner.
Exactly. Now here's a corner to be taken by Limbo. An in-swinger here. Foul against ADT on the process of getting for the ball there. And Maharlika Manila will not worry about that.
So far, we've seen this ADT squad have been dominant on that left flank, most especially when it comes to the chances that we've seen. Great ball to Gallantes inside the box. He continued his run. Bendekin completely missed that one. And Gallantes just couldn't turn that around and be clinical on that finishing chance.
Counter-attack time for Maharlika Manila FC. Tuason sends the ball to Epeso. Good one, but that was intercepted. Still with the ball is Maharlika. Challenge there by Gallantes. Failed to get the ball away from Epeso. Here's Barbaso now. Finds Beaton in the middle. Taken down, but the referee says play on. And the Azkals development team now on the ball. Lingbo to send that up front, looking for Gayoso. Basa quick on the interception there. But Gayoso was called for the foul.
But if you rewind it all the way back to that chance, do you see how quick Gallantes was to come back on defense? He got that second ball that could have been an attempt for Maharlika, but he was quick on the transition. He won back possession. He changed up that play and made sure that they had the numbers when it came to defending.
And we were talking about the paces of the Azkals development team in this game. But now Epeso being crowded by two players. Limbo. Dorin. Great challenge by Yohiko there. Wins a throw-in for Maharlika.
Well-timed challenge coming in from Mateo Yuhiko. And another player that also played for De La Salle University.
Ethan, poor pass there, intercepted by ADT. Dorin, quick 1-2. That was quite strong for Dorin to chase. Now here's Maharlika Manila FC with Fornea, intercepted by Limbo. Still, Maharlika Manila FC with the ball, trying to wriggle their way past the fast players of the Azkals development team fighting for the ball, and now they want a throw in.
You can hear the frustration coming in from Anton Del Rosario, throwing out really the commands on that left flank to tidy it up. But so far, Yuhiko has been doing well to challenge Dorin on the tackles, win back possession for them.
Now here's Gayoso. Cannot find Uzoka there. Yuhiko. Pass intercepted by Lingbo. Uzoka, great control. Doesn't take the shot. Gayoso fails to fire as well. Moments of uncertainty now cleared by Bendecan.
You could say a touch too many from both Uzoka and Gayoso up on top.
Still trying to find the rhythm here at ADT on the attack. Marzan takes it back to Custodio to calm things down for them. Ebarle is going to be challenged on that left side, but Marzan to help him. Now a through ball, trying to find Ebarle.
Thing is that they've had these good connections, the great layoff, the passing forward. It's just that pace on that pass when it comes to sending it out long for the wingers to chase.
So Maharlika still doing pretty decent performance here, keeping the Azkals development team scoreless in the first 28 minutes of the match. Yared now on the ball. Here's Diano. And he's going to give that ball to Marzan right now, who's going to be operating from the middle for the Azkals development team, of course.
Marzan, of course, coming in from Mendiola. Impressive performance there. Got picked up in that Southeast Asian Games pool and is now starting for this ADT squad after a great performance in the last matchup against Mendiola.
Here's Gayoso. Tries to find the Zoka there, but quickly intercepted. They're still going to have the ball through Iri Gallantes and Dine Barle. Limbo takes it back to Custodio, who's been keeping them calm for most of the times right now with the distribution that he has as well. Of course, here's Marzan, like what you mentioned, part of the SEA Games pool, and now helping the Azkals development team work through the middle of the pitch. Custodio, he's looking for Gayoso's run or even Gallantes, but nothing there. Limbo tries to dance past two defenders. Ooh, that was a strong challenge on Limbo, pulling the shirt. And that's a yellow card for him. Of course, you cannot escape those calls. Shirt tugging will warrant you a yellow card.
Limbo, of course, a touch too many in that midfield. He was surrounded by a sea of white. Really, it's going to be a tough battle, most especially in the midfield for this ADT squad.
As we look into the replay of that, intercepted by Barbaso, fails to get on the ball first, and he tries to pull him back. So there's a foul. Quick ball for Maharlika, intercepted. There's a foul on Maharlika. Now they're going to try to operate once again through Custodio, and now passing it to Ebarle.
And so far, you can see this Maharlika squad able to diffuse any attack being brought onto them by ADT.
Strong challenge there on Marzan. He's down. He's hurting a little bit. That was quite a strong challenge coming from Yannick Tuason.